Are you a citizen of India? Simple question, right? So how do you prove it? You open your document wardrobe and pull out your Aadhaar card. Not enough. Your PAN card? No. Your voter ID? Not that either. Okay then, surely your passport? Well, according to the Ministry of External Affairs, not quite. In a statement that has sparked a nationwide debate, the MEA says a passport is primarily a travel document and not a proof of Indian citizenship. And that has left many Indians asking one simple question. If not a passport, then what exactly proves that I am an Indian citizen? The controversy began during the 14th Passport Seva Divas celebrations. A senior MEA officials clarified that a passport is meant to facilitate international travel and establish nationality abroad. The ministry stressed that a passport should not be treated as a definitive proof of citizenship. Soon after, government sources repeated that this is not a new position. In fact, they pointed provisions under the Passports Act 1967, which allow passports to be issued in certain cases even to non-citizens in public interest. The government also emphasized that the citizenship is governed by the Citizenship Act and not by the Passports Act. But that clarification only triggered a bigger debate. That's the question millions are now asking. Because if Aadhaar is not a proof of citizenship, if PAN is not a proof of citizenship, if voter ID card is not a proof of citizenship, and now government says a passport is not a proof of citizenship either, then what is? Legal experts say there is no single universal citizenship card in India. Instead, citizenship is established through a combination of documents and legal criteria under the Citizenship Act. For many Indians, a birth certificate can serve as a direct evidence. For those who acquired citizenship later, citizenship certificate issued by the government becomes crucial document. In short, proving citizenship is often about demonstrating how citizenship was acquired, not merely producing an identity document. The government's explanation may be rooted in law, but for many citizens, it raises practical concerns. After all, obtaining a passport involves extensive documentation, police verification, and multiple levels of scrutiny. So naturally, many wondered if a passport holder isn't presumed to be an Indian citizen, then what exactly was verified before issuing the passport? Questions like these quickly spilled onto social media, and before long, politicians, lawyers, and public figures joined the debate. Among the loudest voices was veteran lyricist and writer Javed Akhtar. Calling the government's position absurd, Akhtar questioned whether authorities issue passports without being fully convinced that the holder is an Indian citizen. Several opposition leaders echoed similar concerns. At the heart of the controversy lies a gap between legal definitions and public perception. Legally, the government says a passport is a travel document. Practically, most Indians have a long viewed as one of the strongest validation of citizenship because of rigorous process involved in obtaining one. That difference may sound technical, but it has triggered a much larger conversation about identity, documentation, and citizenship in the world's largest democracy. So, the next time someone asks, how do you prove you are an Indian citizen? The answer may not be as straightforward as pulling out a passport. Because while a passport may open borders across the world, the debate over what truly proves citizenship has now opened a much bigger question back home. And that's a wrap from my side. Thank you so much for watching, and I am Muskan signing off for Times Now Digital. Until next time, take care and keep watching this space for more such videos.